Right. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm going to see if anybody gets on here. I'm going to wait a minute. Wait a minute. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve. I'm be surprised if anybody's awake today. Happy New Year, Lisa. Hey, Lisa, since you're on and watching right now, I need to connect with you early next week. So shoot me a text later. Okay. Woo! Happy New Year, James. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna wait just another minute here and see if we get some more people on. I'm gonna talk about what we did for New Year's, and yeah, we'll go from there. Buzz, what's up, brother? Buzz, I'm gonna be replying to you today. I got your email, and yeah, interested. So definitely be talking to you, Buzz, later. All right. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Who's like just happy that 2021 is here right now? All right. I know I am. Okay, I got this. I don't know if I can wear this hat the whole time, first off. So I'm gonna get rid of this here in a minute. But it's it's New Year. I gotta celebrate. Here another year, right? Loving it. Got my lucky shirt on because after 2020, I'm ready to start 2021 with some luck, huh? Nah, 2020 wasn't. I mean, it was crazy year. It was. We'll say it was a learning year, right? Opportunity to grow. Um, what everybody do? What'd you guys do last night? Before I get into the show, just I want to talk a little bit about what everybody did. I appreciate you guys coming on. I'm gonna give you a couple updates, and then I'll get into what the shows did this week. We have only had a couple shows because it's been the holidays and whatnot, so it's been crazy. Uh, what everybody do for? Did anybody do anything? If you're watching this later on, if you're on right now, leave a comment. What'd you do last night? If you watch this, later on in the day or throughout the weekend, leave a comment on what you did for New Year's. These things are so. Yeah. Sorry. Not really, but I should be. All right. I'm going to take this off now. Everybody, if you want a picture that you can use against me later on because I look ridiculous, here you go. All right. So, all right. But I'm leaving the bow tie on because America, right? Love it. So last night, I'll tell you what I did. I did nothing. Went to bed early to get the New Year started. Love it, man. Love it. I was in bed by 10:30, and and I'm sitting there like, damn, I'm old. I ended up staying awake, but we didn't do anything. We stayed in last night. Called my son, and chatted with him when it hit New Year's here in the East Coast. Yeah, didn't heard the fireworks going off in the neighborhood, and whatnot. But that was it. Didn't do anything. Kept it low key. Had a nice dinner with the wife, and she made a good dinner, and it was good. Had some time to reflect a little bit on 2020. And I have not. I haven't been one to write down like New Year's resolutions the last couple of years. I do have goals and stuff like that, but I think next week I'm going to cover it a little bit more in detail of what I have in mind for 2021. Not just for me personally, but if you're one to sit down and write out goals or New Year's resolutions, there was something I was reading, and I don't have the notes on it, so I'll bring it up next week. Uh, basically on when you're writing these goals is like how to attack them and move forward with it. So it was pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys, next week as well. Lisa had a party with friends. Nice, awesome. Awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate all of you jumping on this morning. I figured there probably wouldn't be a whole lot here only because of last night's festivities. So, hey, if you're watching this, welcome to 2021. Thank you for being here. God bless you. I love you. And let's get the show started a little bit here. All right. So, New Year's. It is New Year's Day. So again, Happy New Year. We have some new stuff coming for Heroes Media Group this year. We have a brand new website that is launching. When? Don't know. I don't push my IT guys and the team too much on it because they're working. I know they're working hard on it. We've been working on it for a couple of months, and I'm super stoked. The shows, everything, the layout, the color scheme, everything is going to be different. It's just the only thing that's not changing is the logo. Quite frankly, everything else is going to be different. The show pages are going to be easy to navigate through. It's going to make a more user-friendly experience for you, the listeners out there. Good morning, Shay. Happy New Year to you. So I'm super stoked. So be on the lookout because we're hoping to launch the new website sometime here in the next couple of weeks. One of the things that I'm going to be doing this year is we're going to be doing a lot more giveaways this year. I want to give away stuff. So if you have a product that you want to me to give away, product review or whatnot, Heroes Media Group personally with the other businesses that I have, I'll be doing some giveaways this year. Been talking a lot about the HMG beverage and the coffee line that we have. We're going to be doing more coffee giveaways. I got some stickers that were being worked on, some patches, shirts, hats, coffee mugs, a whole bunch of stuff that we're putting together here in the first quarter. Only way that you can win is you got to watch the weekly wrap-ups. Whether it's on here or you watch it on YouTube, there's going to be a couple different ways that you could win. So pay close attention to that. Invite your friends. Get more people involved. The other thing I really want to focus on this year, more support to our Heroes community. 2020 was a crazy year, and it was definitely a big year for our frontline and first responders, and obviously always our military and whatnot. So I want to do a few things special this year, and I really, really want to focus more on the Heroes community and the positive things. This year is going to be more positive. I could say that now because it's day one, but we really have the choice of how we want to react to things. Right. And I think if anything, we learned that in 2020 is how we reacted to a lot of different things. And I'll admit, I did not react to 2020. A lot of things in 2020, I did not react in a positive light. So I'm really going to kind of shift that, not only for myself, but for you all as well. I want this to be a great year for each and every one of you out there. We are here to support, empower, and we're going to make this year one hell of a year, the best year yet for all of us. So that being said, if there's anything that Heroes Media Group can do for you, or if Adam Bird could do for you, by all means, send us a DM. You can email us at info@heroesmediagroup.com. Leave us a message on follow us on social media, DM us on the social media platforms and whatnot. So with that being said, we're going to dive in to see what these shows did this week because I'm excited. Shameless plug, HMG beverage. I'm trying the Heroes United coffee blend this morning. So real quick, shout out to my buddy Ron over at the Warfighter Ranch down in Glendale, Arizona. I posted this on our Instagram page. He made me this dog tag with the HMG logo on it, and on the back it's Isaiah 6:8, and I'll read it. And I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?" Then I said, "Here I am, send me." One of my favorite Bible quotes. I freaking love it. So, Brother Ron, if you're watching this, thank you so much for the gift. Means a lot. Thank you. All right, let's get started. What did the shows do? Oh, we're gonna kick it off right here with the decision hour. Love it, love it, love it. Morning, Duncan. How you doing, buddy? Happy New Year to you. The decision hour this week, we talked competitive shooting with Kissa Libby. She is a Navy veteran, a sponsored competitive shooter. She's an accountant, of some very well-known business supplying law enforcement officers, and by far her toughest job is she's a single mom of two awesome boys. So we get into about how she started in competitive shooting, and how she was missing that camaraderie, as a lot of us veterans do when we get out. We can't really, trying to figure out what's going on. So she found competitive shooting, and she talks a lot about what she's doing with that, how she's trained, the spirit of the brotherhood, and how she's raising her boys with all the stuff that she does. So check that out. That's this week's decision hour. Excuse me. Next up, we have Get in the Flow. Get in the Flow with our friend Kaylin. She is talking this week about working with an agency. So if you have a business and you have, your social media channels can be daunting sometimes, or you got to come up with some type of content creation and stuff like that. A lot of the times what and now you have a budget, right? You've made some money and you have a budget. So now you want to go out and you want to hire an agency. Find out what her insights are with that, because sometimes you go with an agency and they promise you the world, like, hey, we'll do this, we'll do that, we promise you this, we promise you that, but it doesn't always happen that way. So find out. She gives some insights on working with an agency, so check that out. Next up, cool one, the Arms Room. This week, pre-recorded show, topic, cool guy gear. Freaking love this one when they do this one. They're talking night vision, suppressor, night vision, suppressors, body armor. Do you really need it? Yes. There's your answer. No. Find out what you really need. Do you need the night vision? Do you need the suppressors? What are the laws behind some of these things? Body armor. Should you have body armor in the house or whatnot with you, or carry it with you? I love this show and how they've do this, and it's particularly this topic, especially if you're not familiar with suppressors or body armor. I've used night vision before, so to me it's kind of cool. It's something that's on my wish list. But if you're not familiar with any of these things, excuse me, you need to check it out. That's this week's The Arms Room, and I would strongly encourage you, if you haven't watched any of their shows, they do a Facebook Live every Monday at 11, either 10 or 11. I should know this by now. Mountain Standard. Right now it's Mountain Standard Time. So make sure you check that out. And you can find them on Instagram at The Arms Room Show. So get involved if that's something up your alley. Next up, I love this one too. Not Your Average Operator. Whew, this one here, this was a really funny one to me. And if the guys are watching, I freaking love. I love this episode. They really relax on the language with this one, and they said this in their show notes. They don't let Melon go full Aussie on you, which is absolutely hysterical. I freaking love that. These guys here, they're three guys, and they are literally in three different parts of the world, and they come together each and every week to bring you guys life lessons. They bring you entertainment, empowerment, motivation, and just a ton of positivity. So this week, kick back and relax as they get into some pretty heavy banter, like really heavy banter at each other's expense. It's hilarious. Um, it made me like laugh. I teared up listening to these guys. Uh, they look at some of the hard times that have happened in 2020 because they started the show uh February, March time, right around the kickoff of the coronavirus is when they started the show. And then they talk about some areas where they're thriving in. And they do a quick shout out. I want to do a shout out to this gentleman here, Patrick Sowers. I hope I said your name right. He works hard behind the scenes with Not Your Average Operators website and their Facebook group. He runs several charity projects, including his military charity called Operation Once in a Lifetime. It's a great organization. I strongly encourage you to check that out. Listen to this week's Not Your Average Operator. David, what's up, man? Happy New Year, brother. Thank you for being here. All right, next up, another great show, The Power of Investing in People podcast. I love this. Influencing People with Brian Ahearn. I hope I said that right, Shay. This was a really cool show. Brian's a really cool dude. Talking about like having good manners and how small things could lead to really big changes. So check that out. This one here is a must listen. He's very inspirational. The guy was very successful in an insurance business, and he literally just left everything, started coaching, and he's really adding value and wanting to help people do better with their lives. So it was a really great show. Check that out. That's this week's The Power of Investing in People podcast. Let's see. What do we got? Buzz. Nice. That's awesome. Thanks, Buzz. I appreciate that. Good. I'm going to check that out. All right, next up, we only got a couple left. Like I said, it was a short week this week because of holidays and stuff. So next up, we have the Military Millionaire podcast. If you're not following this show on social media, David's got a group called From Military to Millionaire. That's what it is on Facebook and on Instagram. From Military to Millionaire. Check this out. This week, he's talking about private lending, everything you need to know to lend or borrow private capital. You can make money even if you're in the service or you're not in the service. This is a show of finance, or this is a financial type show where you can invest money to make money and with real estate and whatnot. This particular the private lending one, there's a lot of great tips on this one. I learned a ton from this podcast this week, so I would encourage all of you, if you're thinking about investing in real estate, you need to be listening to the show. Take some notes on it. All right, that's this year's, I guess. The Military Millionaire podcast. All right, last one, and then I got a couple of announcements. Stay with me. I see a lot of you guys are still here. So thank you for that. First off, where was I? Veterans Unite. This week's show was really cool. It was a music-thon. It was a hashtag Giving Tuesday music-thon. They had a bunch of fantastic samplings of music from various artists. All these artists that they had on, all veteran artists. Great artists. I'm not going to go through the list. I'll post in the comments here after the show. When I post all this, because I can't do multitask, I will put all the names of the artists that were on the show this week. But check it all out. All the artists this week were veterans artists. And of course, don't forget, every Sunday they do the Veterans Unite with the People's Patriot Project. They do the Got Your Six at 6. So that's 6 p.m. Got Your Six at 6 every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. That's it for the shows, but don't go yet. We got some quick announcements here. First off, I want to give a huge shout out and a big congratulations to Gary Brugman. Gary has been on the network for several months. His show's offline at the moment, but Gary has an incredible story, and he's recently has got a presidential pardon. If you don't know Gary's story, go check it out, GaryBrugman.com. That's his website. He's going to be on the Decision Hour here pretty soon. I'm going to be interviewing him in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. Gary's a great guy, and he's got, like I said, an incredible story. Coast Guard veteran, Border Patrol veteran, and that's all I'm going to say about that. You gotta follow his stuff. You'll read about it. It's absolutely amazing. So Gary, if you're watching this, brother, congratulations, man. Some shows that are coming back that have kind of been offline for a while. Broken and Blessed. We are bringing back the Broken and Blessed show. Myself and James Boggs, we've talked yesterday, and we're sitting here looking at each other like, hey, man, why haven't we done it? We got no excuse other than the fact we've been very busy, sure, but that's not an excuse to not bring that type of show to all of you. So stay tuned, because in the next couple of weeks, you're going to start seeing Broken and Blessed back in full swing. Also, we have Task Force Zen is going to be coming back online. John Krotek was the host of that show. He's bringing it back, and it's going to be better than ever. I'm really excited about that. I talked to John earlier this week. We have a new show coming later this month called the Carry On Podcast. The first episode is going to blow your mind. She's a retired Army officer, and has gotten into some things. She's got a very unique story, to say the least. But that's going to be an interesting show. So check that out. That's Carry On Podcast. I need to give a huge thank you. Again, Warfighter Ranch, my buddy Ron, thank you so much. Oops, I got him backwards there. Ron, thank you for the dog tags. I want to thank my tax fella, my buddy Anthony, that does our bookkeeping, our taxing. He's our his entire team over there at my tax fella. Check them out. Simper Savage, absolutely love you guys, John Stacy, and I just can't say enough good things about Simper Savage. Check them out. If you want a salad dressing, marinades, Simper Savage is the place to go. That's all we use in this house now is Simper Savage products. So go check them out, Simper Savage. And you'll definitely be seeing a lot more of them in 2021. That, I promise you that. Prospect Hill Flag Company. That flag right there, that's like 100 pounds. If I can get my thumb. There we go. That one right there. All metal. Absolutely amazing work that my boy Staz does. Go support him, another veteran-owned business, Prospect Hill Flag Company. Check it out. Green Zone Hero, great company. Check it out. A lot of companies. It's a directory of companies that support the Heroes community. So go check that out. Pinnacle Diving Company. This company is run by a friend of mine in Japan. If you're interested in diving, he's the go-to guy. Ask questions about diving. He's been doing it for years. Did it for the Navy, did it for the Army. I got my son, Chris, into diving late this past year. My son's getting certified as a diver, and we went to AJ to ask questions and whatnot. He was great with it, so check it out. Gallant Few, another great organization that I'm very fond of. My friend Carl Monger down there, Gallant Few, the entire crew over there. Check them out, gallantfew.org. Rick's Roasters Coffee Company. Been working with Rick's Roasters for many years with our coffee line. Rick, who was the original owner, and then now with Eric, the new owner, Army veteran, and just all around the entire staff at Rick's Roasters. Thank you so much for what you guys do. I love it. And then, of course, I can't not get off with doing a shameless plug at HMG Beverage. I want to thank me and HMG Beverage for getting this up and running. We got our coffee line, and we got some new stuff coming, hopefully before summer of 2021. So that's it. Did I miss anything? Anybody? What? Anything? No? Yes? No? I'm going to get these links up for what the shows did here right after this live. For those of you that watch this later on, Happy New Year to you. Let's make this the best year ever, y'all. Let's make this the best year yet. And if there's anything that Heroes Media Group can do for you or anything that I can do for you, by all means, send us a message. Let me know. I would love to connect with you guys this year. So please, and if there's things that you want me to talk about on this show every week, let me know. If you got products that you want me to highlight, you got a new book out, you got a new, whatever, you got a new business, and you want to talk about your new business, whatever, let me know. Contact us. That's what we are here for. This is a new year. Let's start it off right. And yeah, that's really it. So I'm gonna take a minute here to see if anybody else has anything to say. If not, we're gonna get back at it. All right. Listen, thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. Let's make this the best year yet. Till next week. Have a good week, everybody.